guys, welcome to another video. For those of you who are just coming across my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Holly. I am quitting my jobs and choosing to live out of my car and drive the US and Canada starting this spring. I've invited you guys to experience the journey with me, basically start to finish with all the preparation involved. Today I wanted to talk about why I'm doing this and what inspired this trip. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you so choose. I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. My entire childhood travel had always been on my mind, and yet it wasn't really something my family did often. We did local camping trips. We road trip to Colorado once. We drove to Canada once, right around middle school. The Lord of the Rings came out, and that slowly took over my life. This is not the last time you will hear me mention Lord of the Rings, because I love Lord of the Rings so much. One of the greatest stories ever made. I wanted my ashes spread over the mountains of New Zealand. I've never even been to New Zealand, but it just fed into that adventurous soul that I still have today. Anywho, we didn't have the means to travel, but I thought about it constantly. This continued on throughout high school. As soon as I was 18, I basically forced my boyfriend at the time to go to Chicago with me. I went on another trip to Colorado. I had also enrolled in college at the University of Colorado, Denver, but later chose not to go because quarter-life crises are hard. Ultimately, I knew that I wanted to explore places outside of my home. I was born and raised around Minneapolis, and I love it here. I don't yearn to travel to escape this place. It just makes me happy to travel. I love Minneapolis so much, and if you haven't been here, you should come. Like, it is legit. It's awesome. I got done with school at Aveda. I decided to move to Chicago. I had been to Chicago a few times at that point, and I always had a blast. Let's just say it didn't go well. I ended up moving home very quickly. I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks of me living there. And that was the first really big leap that I ever took. I had never felt homesick before. It was just the first time I'd ever experienced anything like it, and I felt like a failure. It was a setback for me and like my mindset. I just admitted to myself, you know what? You love Minneapolis. It's your home. Just stay put, and that's okay. But the desire never ever went away, and I was constantly wanting to travel and basically saving up money as fast as I could and then spending it as fast as I could to travel when I could. Eventually, when I got my certification to teach English as a second language, I started doing volunteer work. It was an amazing experience, and I thought, oh, perfect. Maybe I can go get a job somewhere, get to do some travel, get paid while I'm there. It'll be perfect. I quickly realized, because I don't have a bachelor's degree, how difficult it is to find a secure job, and I had no savings. I was very, very broke at the time, and it just felt very impossible. All of a sudden, I was stuck, and I couldn't figure out a way to go travel again. The summer of 2015 was coming up, and I thought, I need to travel. I need to do something. I just have to. So I ended up reaching out to a couple friends. We met up for coffee, and we didn't really know where we wanted to go. And it took maybe 2 minutes for us to decide on Glacier National Park in Montana. Then I ended up inviting 2 of my best friends along with us. So it was going to be a group of 5. It was a life-changing experience for me because I finally figured out the kind of travel that makes me really, really happy. I think I left a little piece of my heart there. We came home, and all of a sudden I was back to the grind, and I got really depressed. I really just felt aimless. Didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and I still don't know. And then it's also life outside of work. Since I was in high school, I had a part-time job, and as soon as I got done with high school, I was working at least 2 jobs. There have been multiple instances, 3 jobs. So I've been a workaholic. Visiting Montana really opened my eyes to how beautiful America is. You know, I'm relatively inexperienced. Why not start here? Just drive one direction and see what happens. And as soon as I decided that, I wasn't depressed anymore. And I was ignoring a huge part of myself that had always been there. It ignited that fire within me that it's time. I'm old enough now, I'm mature enough now, I have the drive that it takes to actually pull something off. I'm gonna also be spending time alone that I've never had, ever. This is another reason why I'm doing this, is to get to know myself. I don't have a lot of breathing room in my life right now. I want to see what life is like without a job. The second that clicked in my head, there was no going back. It basically became, what do I have to do to make this happen? And that's gonna be my next video. How am I pulling this off? It's gonna be how I saved up over $10,000 in the course of 18 months, which is, I think, impressive, at least for me. Thank you for watching. I know these talking videos aren't always the most interesting, but if it filled your wanderlust or gave you nostalgia for your own experiences, that's kind of why I'm here doing this. And it also just kind of feels good to say it all out loud. Makes it real. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and all of those will be linked below as well. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.